Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We certainly appreciate the opportunity to come and talk to the city of Prescott Valley. We're here tonight to talk about a revolutionary new technology that will be a paradigm shift in road building going forward. There is a saying in road building that roads wear from the top and they fail from the bottom. Lithified Technologies is offering a new solution to this problem, something called Lithtec. This is nature's concrete. Here's a funny word, lithification. It's a word that you probably wouldn't know unless you are a geologist or super smart. Lithification is the process of soils turning into stone. For example, sand turns into sandstone and clay turns into slate, and a broad array of different soils turning into specific rocks. What we have come up with is a new technology which is accelerated lithification. It is a means by where we take your soil to our laboratory, we formulate a compound, and turn your soil into stone in 24 to 48 hours. Lithified provides custom blends for any soil that we encounter, from a wide spectrum of clays, sands, and even cinders. The process starts with us sending our geotechs to your project. The geotechs will take soil samples from your roadway. The samples are sent to our laboratory, where we will formulate a product that works specifically for the soil under your road. There are many reasons why roads fail, but the two biggest reasons are weight and water. The solution to these problems is a strong base. Traditional base course is 25,000 psi modulus and is dispersive. That is the standard for roads under asphalt or chip and seal. Base course is a mechanical process, whereas with Lithtec it is a molecular process. In this process, the molecular structure of the material fuses the materials together. We achieve strengths of 500,000 psi modulus to 2.3 million psi modulus and is non-dispersive. What do we mean by non-dispersive? We know water is one of the biggest reasons why roads fail. In this short film, we compare untreated base course to Lithtec treated base course when exposed to water. As you can see, the untreated base course falls apart, where the Lithtec treated base course can stay underwater indefinitely as it is non-dispersive. Lithtec has provided a way for value engineering. What happens when you transfer the strength to the base is you transfer the credits to the base of the road, thereby not needing as much strength in the surface. As a result, you require less asphalt. As you can see from this chart, in the traditional road you might need 6 to 8 inches of asphalt. Asphalt is the major cost for road building. With a Lithtec base, you can use as little as 1.5 inches of asphalt. In addition, by having less asphalt, the road will have less shrink-swell cycle, which will lead to the surface lasting longer. If you go to a chip seal surface and a Lithtec base, you have a road that looks and acts like asphalt for a quarter of the price, or $250,000 a mile, or with a reduced asphalt at about 1/3 of the price of a traditional road. You might think that turning soil into rock in 24 hours would be a process chock full of all sorts of nasty chemicals, but you would be wrong. we score on the EPA's Safety Data Sheet, or SDS, a 0. The EPA states that we leach 0 harmful chemicals into the environment. In addition, Lithtec can encapsulate harmful chemicals and keep them from leaching into the environment. From this chart, you can see a comparison of our carbon footprint to the traditional road building methods. Starting at the top of the chart, you can see that the diesel fuel consumed in 1 mile of traditional road building is about 3,000 gallons. With Lithtec, you use about 250 gallons. As far as materials hauled off to the landfill, in traditional road building, 2,700 cubic yards compared to 0 cubic yards in a Lithtec road. As we recycle everything at the job site, now bringing new material back to the road in a traditional road building, there will be 4,500 tons of material brought back to the job site. In a Lithtec road, there will only be 150 tons. In terms of truck usage, a traditional job site will have 180 truckloads, and a Lithtec road will use 6 truckloads. You can see our carbon footprint is substantially smaller than traditional road building. Here's an actual analysis that San Juan County, Utah did. They had an asphalt road that was failing and they did not have the budget to repave it. They were thinking about turning it back to a gravel road. As you can see from the side-by-side 20-year maintenance analysis, the Lithtec road is almost half the price of the gravel road. The upfront costs are more expensive at $200,000 compared to $85,000. However, over the 20-year process, the gravel road would cost $565,000 to build and maintain. The Lithtec road will cost $254,000. That is a savings of $311,000. I do not know about you, but I would rather drive my car on a paved road than a gravel road. Here's a short news story from Durango TV explaining Lithtec.
You're watching Local News Durango. I'm Deborah Uroda. A Santa Fe-based company has invented a new material that promises to cut the cost of road construction by more than 75% while producing roads that are stronger and last longer. Archuleta County became the first county in southwest Colorado to try the new technology when it repaved a mile of failing road in a local subdivision in September. The material is called Lithtec, and it was created by Lithified Technologies as a more environmentally sustainable, longer-lasting road material than traditional gravel, asphalt, or concrete road construction. Lithtec contains a proprietary mix of cement materials and naturally occurring chemicals that's mixed with traditional road-based materials to create a rock-solid foundation that has more than 6,000 times the strength of untreated base course. Because the Lithtec foundation is stronger, it requires 60 to 80% less asphalt than a typical paved road. And less expensive chip and seal roads that typically last about 5 years have the strength and performance of paved roads that last longer.
We have an unusual characteristic of strength and flex, and it's water resistant. And to have all of those things come together is not been done before. We are putting so much strength into the foundation of the road that an asphalt highway that would be 6, 8, 10 inches thick could go to 2 inches. And you save all of that money on the asphalt. And you're moving the structural credits, the strength, into the foundation of the road. And that is called value engineering. And that's a way that we are saving the end users a tremendous amount of money.
Sherwin and his team of engineers and scientists developed the Lithtec additive in 2011. At the time, Sherwin was a developer who was building a green community in the Santa Fe area, and he couldn't find environmentally friendly road materials that performed and lasted the way he wanted. Lithtec is made with the same naturally occurring chemicals that turn sand into rock over time in a process called lithification. Rather than taking tens of thousands of years to solidify, Lithtec turns into a rock-solid foundation in 24 hours. The mixture has passed EPA testing procedures and does not leach any harmful chemicals into the ground. In addition, the existing road surface can be reused and mixed with Lithtec to further reduce the impact on the environment and on construction and maintenance costs. Archuleta County engineer Bob Perry says the Lithtec material will allow the county to do 3 times the work on its road system than is currently able to do. In September, Archuleta County repaved a mile of road using the Lithtec base and chip and seal top at a cost of $350,000. Last year, a similar mile-long repaving project using traditional materials cost the county $1.3 million. The county's road construction and maintenance budget is about $2.5 million, and that barely touches the more than 300 miles of roads that the county maintains.
So to give us a lot more flexibility in what we're going to be able to do.
Good roads that last a long time not only save taxpayers money and wear and tear on their cars, good roads can change lives, literally, as they have on the Navajo Nation, where caliche and sand roads turn into impassable rivers of muck and mud when it rains or snows.
Another application you asked other customers, the Navajo Nation has done roads with us, and their cost for base course is $400,000 a mile, and their cost for asphalt is between $2 and $3 million a mile. And it's because they're so remote. Instead of $400,000 a mile, they can have an all-weather look and act like asphalt surface for $300,000 a mile, and it can change the lives of all the people that are on that. For the counties that have been struggling with budgets, and every single county has more roads that need work than budget.
If you'd like to...
In conclusion, Lithtec is water resistant, lasts longer, does not leach harmful chemicals into the environment, and allows you to build more miles for less money. Now that you know a little bit about Lithtec roads, what are the next steps? We encourage you to call some of the counties that have built roads using Lithtec. Do your due diligence. Make sure what I'm telling you is true. Then give us a test road. Give us your toughest road for that matter. We know that if we fix your biggest problem, that you will come back to us for your less problematic roads, as they will last longer and be less expensive to build. Look at it this way. What do you have to lose? If we fail, you will have failed for less money. I can assure you that will not happen. We will be able to fix that problematic road. With that, ladies and gentlemen, we will thank you for your time and take a couple minutes for some questions.